this is another character, much like Hokusai, that I thought I already did a video on. Apparently, I didn't. So, we're talking. I already talked about Summer Kiara. Now we're talking about OG Kiara. Um, yeah, this is like it is disappointing that we're in Summer 5 and we do not have her like buffed MP. But it's whatever. She's on right up for JP, so let me make this video early. Give me more breathing room when anniversary goes on, and then this is also Oku comes out on NA. So looking up here, like 97 star absorption, 10% star gen, it's okay. It's better than like Archer's for star gen, but the star weight not that much. She does have like she can do like really good crits, especially if you can get arts crits. Holy fucking shit. Are you like tanky if you're like constantly looping to above 100% overcharge? If you're consistently getting 200%, holy crap, are you doing something right? MP charge, it's not great when she's not buffed, but considering you're bringing her to boss fights, she can do farming, and like she definitely needs the MP upgrade to like really do farming. Like right now her farming is not pretty on NA. It is not pretty at all. There are so many times like she's not looping right because she's not hitting overkill quickly. MP charge 4%, a little higher than the normal 3%, but doesn't matter that much. Although like the fact that she is as tanky as she is does help her get her MP quicker. So if she's getting hit multiple times, like the dragons, like first thing that come to my mind that hit like a lot of times and that are usually riders. So she slaps the dragons at least. Okay. So hit count. Again, not like arts and quick having high hit counts. Cool. 5 hit extra attack. Unfortunately, these are on the weaker side. Like her MP charge is average on base, and then star is like a little high, about saber class. So you're not gonna get too much out of it, but it's there. The double buster is just for more damage, which does help. Although her highest damage would be like full arts brave chains, and that's when like you're just a machine with looping. All right, first, and you'll notice that almost everything in her kit has been buffed. I don't think they're ever gonna buff the third skill. I think Kiara is fine where she is. Okay, first skill. This is a buff that's already out on NA. Debuff resist, arts resist, and a 50% battery on a 6-turn cooldown. This is important because you land her other debuff like this and the next skill. This is a good skill. This is very good. I did like Mist has like the right opinion. Like, why is this single target when she's in AoE? But I think with these numbers, like it would have been too much to like put like AoE 30% down for 1 turn along with like debuff resistance down. I think that might have been a little too much for 6 turn. They like, because I believe, yeah, this was originally 7 turns. They're not gonna make the skill like so much better that it needs, like it should have stayed at 7. So this is where I think it should be. Second skill has also been buffed. Guaranteed gauge down. Removes all enemies buffs, like full buff strip for everyone, because of course Kiara is stripping people, and then neuters their defense by 30% for 3 turns. If you notice, like this is very like these two skills together is what Summer Kiara also does, except Summer Kiara's is AoE for 3 turns. Like, I think that's why like Summer Kiara like gets away with it, because A, you have to charge it to get like close to this level, and then also it's not tied to a battery. It is like a huge, it is that Summer Kiara's third skill is just a huge damage spike. Unfortunately though, I found out that Summer Kiara is bugged and her MP is not doing the right damage, so that is unfortunate. Hopefully they fix that on NA. All right, third skill. We got the Goddess Metamorphosis, full invul, 50% crit damage, 50% MP gen, debuff resistance, and healing received 1 turn. This is literally nothing. Don't even worry about it. If you're popping this before you MP, like you should, like, cause like really, like, pop this before you MP. Otherwise, you're wasting the skill. This is a non-factor. It's a non-factor right now, and it's even less of a non-factor once our MP gets buffed on NA. On JP, this is like absolutely like this does not matter. You will overheal this like easily. Again, I don't think this is gonna get buffed. There's no point in them taking away this like demerit. Unlike Summer Tamamo, where she stunned herself, this is literally nothing for Summer Kiara. Not Summer Kiara, regular Kiara. Passive skills, we have crit damage, independent manifestation, not as strong as Kama's, but we got 222. Passive defense against pretty much all servants. It is only Ibuki and Bibi that are not in this category. You are bringing Kiara to fight a boss, and she heals, and based on her passive, she's tankier. And then we have Mega Saver, type advantage against rulers, not full class advantage, just like doing like an alter ego fighting a ruler, basically. Yeah, like basically an alter ego fighting their advantage. That's basically what this is. Which is and that's funny because Kiara is an alter ego. That's actually funny. What can I say about her pen skills? She already has a 50% battery. You could go this to make it easier to do Castoria looping, so that you don't have to pop multiple buffs. Good. She's already getting more damage against rulers. This is even more damage. Extra attack if she's fighting a boss. You might be doing a lot of Arts Brave chains, in which case this would be make it even better. So really, all her append skills are useful. You get value out of all of them. Okay, so this is what is out on NA. I'm showing this because this is what it currently is for NA. I know JP is different. And this is the buff. So if we look back here, healing received 1 turn, 50%. What is 50% of 2,000? 3,000. I mean, 150% of 2,000 is 3,000. Exactly what damage you took. So from the get-go, if you max this skill out, you were like negating the penalty for the skill. Then they buff it, and now instead of healing for 3,000 with the first skill up, you're healing for 7,500 on overcharge 1. They did not need to buff her healing this much. Sorry, brief interruption. On base, it's ignore invincibility and pierce defense. This is only for the MP. This is for the full turn. Just something to notice. The scaling gets much better, although it is still advised that for Kiara you want MP2 or higher, because her MP1 damage is not great. Although I'm comparing this to MP1 on NA and not at MP1 on JP. And then Bond CE. Arts performance 20%, max HP by 3,000, and reduce party HP by 1,000. I don't know how I feel about the CE. It does seem like it would work in a boss fight and make her a lot more tanky and like help her with a refund. But one of her best CE is Black Rail. She can Black Rail farm Like that's actually like how you got looping before like if you weren't on MP1, because I believe miscalculation in his tier list were all based on MP1, and I'm pretty sure it was MP1 on JP Kiara. So should you summon for Kiara? Like for farming, if you want her strictly for farming, I would not pick her. If you want a servant that can do farming and be really, really, really good in a boss fight, Kiara is definitely there up there. She is definitely one of the best boss killing servants, just based on her being in AoE arts and just like what she has in her kit. Like this is very useful in a boss fight. This is extremely useful in a boss fight. Like not so much farming. Like this is turn 3 farming. This is turn 3 farming. This is like any MP use. And this like rarely will ever come up in farming. I think it does not, like these two, like this does not come up in farming. But it is very important for a boss fight. I would say if you already have MP1 Kiara, you might want to roll for MP2. Yeah, I don't know if I can recommend summoning for MP1 Kiara. Actually, yeah. If you don't want to just like do main DPS Kiara, like you can still summon her for her because most of her kit is still good at MP1. It's just MP2 is like makes it way more snug and like you hit the thresholds you need to. Like she's kind of like a quick servant. Like she kind of scales like a quick servant where you need higher copies for her to function at her to hit like minimum thresholds that just MP1 doesn't hit that well. Like she needs a lot of help to hit like farming thresholds. So when for JP, I'm not summoning for Kiara. Even though she's gonna be on rate up, I already have MP1 on NA. I'm not trying to make my NA and JP account literally the same. I think Kama is a much stronger pickup than Kiara if you're but Kiara has so much utility that like, and Kama can kind of easily get countered by debuff immunity enemies. Like you can't really use Kama there, but like most of her effects don't work. All right, so I will see you guys later. Peace.